Hi, Kim. Can't see myself yet. Hang on. Okay, I think I'm here. Yeah, I think I'm here. Hi there, I'm Casey Christensen coming to you live from West Kelowna, BC. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here, so if you live in Canada, feel free to contact me. You can shop with me. You can join my team if you like. Got all kinds of fun things in store for you today. I'm going to work with this Sweet Candy Cane Suite again because I just love it so much. And today I thought we'd work with some clear embossing powder to show you what you can do to get really rich, vibrant colors. And we're going to do a card that's like a fun fold kind of card. And so let's get started. So I've got some basic white thick cardstock here. You want to use the thick cardstock for this because it's a three-dimensional kind of card, so you want to have some weight to it. So this piece here is 4 1/4 by 10 1/2. So you're just going to go 4 1/4 down the long edge and take a 1/2 inch off the end, which would originally be 11 inches. And this one is 3 by 5. So today we're going to score this. So today I've got out my Simply Scored tool here. I don't use this a lot, but I'll tell you what, when you've got a bunch of scoring things to do at a time, and if you're going to do a bunch of cards, and you don't want to have to keep lining it up on your scoring and cutting trimmer there. So I've got my pieces set here. They have these, this board has these little plastic bits that come off here. And then you can just put them on where you need them to be. So I have my score marks at 1/2, 1 3/4, 3 3/4, and 5. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and score that. Now this is a card we did with the West Coast Creators team meeting not too long ago. So, and I thought it was a really pretty card and really fun. So let's just go ahead and do this. So as you can see, it's just nice and easy for me to tuck my scoring tool in each one of these divots below the notch that I've put in, and just that quickly I can have this whole thing scored up. Okay, so there I have it. I've got all my pieces scored here, and all of a sudden that doesn't feel right. Yes, it does. I've got my notebook there. Okay, so for the second piece, we're just going to score at 1/2 and 1 3/4. So I'll move these along so that I don't make any mistakes. I'll just get them out of my way. I'll tuck them over here. So this one is 1/2 where I already was, and then 1 3/4 where I already was as well. So we're just, this one's just going to get these two score lines. One and 2, and that's all we're going to do there. Okay, let's put this away. Get it out of the way. You see your piece stores neatly here, and these little pieces store inside the top here. So it's kind of a nice, handy sort of tool. This piece opens up. I've got it taped closed right now because sometimes it'll pop open. But this piece up here just pops open, and you can store all your little bits in it. So everything's just where you need it to be, and nothing gets lost, right? Because if there's little bits, I'm pretty much guaranteed to lose them. Okay, so let's get started on this. We're going to put all of these pieces in. So I'm doing mountain folds on all of them. Okay. Now, before, and same with this one, also going to do a mountain fold on this one, all going in the same direction. So we've got a piece like this and a piece like this, okay? All right, so let's do some of our decorating before we form that. And that way it might be just a little bit easier. So let's get the pieces. I've cut some pieces here. And the DSP pieces here, I've cut an extra one because I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this piece here. But to start with, you're going to cut, your DSP is 4 by 4 and then 1 3/4 by 4. And I just chose this pretty kind of polka dot one because I think it's lovely. So I'm going to start by putting one here. I'm going to use glue. That way you have a little bit of movement leeway, right? And so this one's just going to go on here with a nice even balance all the way around the 3 edges there. So let's get my glue. There we go. And we'll just pop that down there. The nice thing about glue is you got a little room to scooch if you need to, because I don't necessarily always place it down exactly where it should be the first time. Sometimes I need to move it around a little bit. So there you have it. So that piece is going to go right here, okay? And then your next piece is going to go, now I have to hold this just to make sure I get it in the right place. So this next piece, this is your 1 3/4 by 4. It's going to go here, okay? So I'm just going to get that ready, put some glue on it, make sure you're putting it in the right place. It's the opposite side of this that the other piece went on. Get a little glue on there. I'm going to place it in here. Okay, so that's the first part of our card. So let me show you how easy this is. We're going to use some tear and tape. I'll worry about that second part in a minute. We're going to use some tear and tape, and the reason we want to use that is it's really strong. So we're simply going to lay this out, and I'm going to put tear and tape along this 1/2 inch edge, okay? Really easy to use. If you don't have some of this, it's kind of a must-have in your craft room. It's so nice and easy to place, and then when you get to where you don't need it anymore, you literally just tear it off. So there we have it. I'll get my take your pick tool and peel that off, and it's really strong, sticky tape, okay? So now, all you're going to do is lay this out flat. Oh. Oh my goodness, all of a sudden I've forgotten how to do this. I'm going to have to do it the hard way. Okay, no I haven't. Sorry, just a tiny brain fart. Okay, so see these 2 layers here? Just fold this so that you've got your red edge here. Fold that nice and neatly, okay? And then push down on this end so it's nice and flat, and fold that right down on top of your card, okay? That was just a tiny brain fart. Okay, so when you've got it stuck there, you'll now have this nice, neat and tidy standing up piece here. This is what it looks like from the top. Okay. There. So now you're going to take this piece. Now I'm undetermined. I think that I want to put another piece of paper here. We didn't do it at the team meeting, but I think I want to. Yes, I do. I want that extra piece there. So I'm going to do that. Just on your secondary piece here, you're going to add another piece of the DSP. You just center that in the area you've got. Okay. Now, we're going to put another piece of tear and tape across this narrow edge. So just pop that on there. But don't peel it off just yet. Because now I'm going to take some glue down here. This is just a really fun card, and it's kind of pretty, right? So just line your piece here up, and what you want to do is you want to aim to make it even distance all the way around, okay? Just a nice even distance all the way around. Oops. Okay, I need to leave it there for a little bit longer before I can do the next bit. I'll scooch that over a little bit, I think. Yeah, give that a good stick down. Okay, once that's good and stuck down there, make sure it is, because it can pop off while you're working with it if you don't. But once it's good and stuck down there, you can go ahead and take off your tear and tape. And we're just going to fold that down, again, right across the edge of here. Lay the card down neatly and press. And there we have it. You see that? So we've got this nice little standing card with a nice little piece on the front. When it stands up, it looks like this. And when it's from the side, that's what you should see. Okay? Now the beauty of this, and the reason that we fold it to put our sticky bits on, is because now this fits perfectly into a standard envelope. Right? It's the same size as any other card that you make. So it fits nicely into the envelope. So this part's going to be the bottom, so it won't actually be seen once they open the card and put it out. So what you're going to do, if you want to, like I'm using white cardstock, so I could easily write something on the back. But that would be where, if you were using like a colored cardstock, this would be where you'd put a white piece for someone to be able to write a message on. Okay? Because there's not going to be a lot of room on the front to write a message. So there's the beginning of our card. It does look a little like a chimney, doesn't it? It's kind of cute. I like this fold. I think it's fun. So now we're going to play with the front of it. So I've gotten ready this. We're going to do some clear embossing. So I'm ready here with my... Now, I know it looks like I'm wasting a tremendous amount of paper stamping in the middle of that piece of basic white cardstock, but I'm really not. It's just that with Versamark, I want to get a really nice clear stamp. And if I had my stamp over here, by the time I go to put the stamp down, I'm squishing on this side and maybe not getting it all on that side, okay? Just because of the way this works. So that's why I've done this. I've put it in the middle. I'm certainly going to use the paper on either side of this, but I've put it in the middle so that I'm not putting any pressure on any of the edges of my stamp. See, it's just a nice flat stamp because of where it's situated. So we're going to use Versamark, so I am going to do a little embossing body on here. So we're going to use Versamark and ink and get this beautiful, beautiful candy apple red candy cane image. And let's get our Versamark first. I had it right here. Oh, there we go. Get our Versamark first. And we're going to stamp that down. Now I'm going to do a couple of stampings because I really want it, you know, well Versamarked. Don't worry about the edges too much. We are going to cut this out with a die. So if you get a little bit of Versamark on your edges, no need to panic. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it, Kim? It looks weird when you're stamping in the middle of a great big piece of paper like that, but when you think about it, it makes some good sense because that's how you're going to get the nicest and most even stamping. So let's do this again. love working with Versamark. I just love what we get from it. It's a great product. Okay, so there's our Versamark. And guess what? I'm not even going to clean off in between because I was told that's okay. So here we go. I'm going to put a stamp pad under here so that I'm stamping on an even surface. That's nice and even there. And I'm going to stamp this up in the red. Just this is my real red. It's just a great, nice, Christmassy red. And that's going right on top of that Versamark. And I'm going to give it another one. And I do have a little line there, but it's okay because we're using a die. Yeah, it's like it is a much clearer image for sure. It's a much clearer image. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So now we're going to take the heat tool, and I'm going to get noisy for a second. And let's see what we get here. And just put that aside. Just going to let this heat up a second. Okay, today is full of brain farts. I wonder if I can still do it. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put the... Let's just see if I can still do it. I didn't put the embossing powder on. I might not be able to still do this one. Hang on. I think I'm gonna do another one because... Oh, it's been a day. It's been a day. Okay, let's put this one here. I'm going to have to do it again. The wonders of live video, right? Yep, that'll work. That was silly. I completely forgot the embossing powder. I forgot a whole step. But that's okay. Because you know what? We can do it again. Well, I never said I was the sharpest knife in the drawer, did I? Yes. I'm not. I was looking at it with the heat gun on it going, it's doing nothing. What's going on? What's going on here? Oh, well, I don't know if that was very smart either, but what the heck. Let's keep going. Probably going to be fine. We're going to find out, aren't we? Okay. Give it another one. Nice and dark. I've been camping all weekend, so that's why my brain, that's why my brain's on. There we go. Oh, thank you, Kim. It's good to be loved, right? Even when you're screwing up. That's okay. Live video, people, it happens, right? It happens. Okay, so let's see if we can get this one right. So now we're going to do some clear embossing powder on here. And I'm going to give it a little more. I like it to be nice and thick. The good news on this one is if you get embossing powder where it doesn't belong, it's clear, so it doesn't show up too badly. There we go. Back on track, sort of. Let's see what else I can do. All right, there we go, there we go. So we may as well cut this off. And where's my gun now? Let's get back on track here, and we're going to heat emboss this candy cane. And there we go, and it just becomes this yummy, very shiny, almost plasticky looking. It almost looks, it's just gorgeous. I don't know if you can see that in the light of the camera, but it's really beautiful. So now we can do these on the smaller embossing machine, just because. And let's get our dies out. No, we don't need that one. We only need these ones. And I'll need a little washi tape because that is so shiny and beautiful. I wish you could see it. But I love clear embossing powder. I just really do, because you get the color that you want, but it gives it such a nice three-dimensional shine. I mean, this looks like a candy cane you want to chew on, right? It's really, really pretty. Give ourselves a couple pieces. We don't want that to move. Okay, so let's just pop this in here. Oh, it's a little bit wide. I'm going to take a little bit off to get it in the machine. Oh, it's so glossy. It just looks really, really cool. Okay. Look at that. I wish you could see how glossy that is. I don't know. Can you see it at all? Oh, I guess you can, kind of, sort of, not really. Anyway, it's beautiful and glossy colored. So we'll set that aside, and now we're going to do a couple of other things. I want to use, what did I do with the circle? I've just got one of the scalloped circles from the layering circle dies, and I'm going to do a piece of vellum. I don't know for a fact if I'm going to use it, but this is just what's swimming around in my little brain, so I'm just going to decide. Because I'm also going to use a beautiful, beautiful snowflake. There we go. So let's get that. And let's see, this has to be trimmed down a little too, to fit in the machine. Let's cut us one of these and let's see if I want to use it or not. I'm a little undecided. I just know I don't really want that candy cane right up against that paper. I want something else behind it because I think it will look better. Oh, thanks, Kim. That's pure laziness. I'm not really a long nails person. I don't spend money on manicures and pedicures and all that stuff. And then I just grow them, and then after they get too long, believe it or not, I bite them all off. I have a bath, so they're nice and clean. And I'll get out of the bath and I'll just bite them all off, and then I'll leave them until they grow out another half an inch or whatever. Yeah, I'm undecided on that. I'm sort of looking at this, but we're going to have a snowflake as well. These snowflakes, they're called wonderful snowflakes, and they really are wonderful. I just think they're brilliant. They're absolutely made for a dimensional. The center part where you adhere them to your card or whatever is the exact same size as your large dimensional. So let's get one of these out. They're a little bit delicate, so you want to be a little bit careful with them. Look at how pretty that is, right? You see that? Yeah, I think I do like the vellum behind it, honestly. I think I do. So we're just building things right now, and we'll see what works. So that was the, I don't know what size this is. I guess it's 2 3/4 inch circle from your layering circle dies. So there's that. And then we're going to get, oh, we want to have some greenery. So let's get a block, and we'll make some of these great leaves. I love these. These are just great. I think I'll make 2 of them, and then I can cut them both at the same time. Remember, it comes with 2 die cuts for this particular shape. So we'll just make ourselves a couple of those. And I'm doing them with garden green. I'm basically sticking to the color. You know, our DSP always has the name of the colors used. So I'm sticking with the colors that are in the DSP. Let me just get this and give that a little bit of a clean. I should clean off that candy cane too, because it has the Versamark on it. I love the smell of that that cleaning solution. Oh, it smells so good. I'd like to wear it. There we go. And while I've got it out, I'll do the candy cane as well, since it's really dirty. I'll just grab this. There we go. It's always good to clean up while you're working, so you don't have a huge mess to clean up after you've finished. I say that, but the reality is I just usually have a huge mess to clean up later. But that's okay. Alright, so here we have some of these guys. So let's get our little bits here and some more washi tape. What did I do with it? I'm so good at that. I really am. I don't know anyone that loses stuff as fast as I do. I don't know. It's a talent. I'm pretty sure it's a talent. Alright, so let's get a couple of these. These ones are cool. If you're stamping these or you're cutting these and you're not sure if you're all the way lined up, at the bottom here there's a little tiny hole. So you'll know you're lined up. If it looks lined up at the top, you'll know you're lined up at the bottom, because you'll be able to see this green stem through the teeny tiny hole. So, and a lot of the stamps are like that. They just give you a little spot to view to make sure you've got the bottom end of the die cut lined up. So we went camping this weekend. We had turkey dinner camping. It was lovely. It really was. It was just fabulous, actually. We bought a little turkey roll. Wasn't sure if we were going to get to go because I was pretty sick on Friday, but it seemed to pass by about Sunday morning. So that was good. But it was really nice. We went to a place called Wood Links. Oh, I do need what sprinkles? The lid's on. Is that what you meant? I think that's what you meant. The lid's on for that. Anyway, it's clear, so it's hard to see. But yeah, it's on there. So yeah, we did a lovely turkey dinner. We went with our friends, Steve and Sue, 4 nights on a beachfront. It was lovely. Great ways. And the weather was very, very nice. That helps too, right? Okay, we're just getting things ready here. So let's see what else we should get ready. I'm feeling like this one warrants a little bit of a bow maybe. So what I'm going to do is, I don't have any of the current ribbons aside from what I can do here. And actually I really like doing this because I like the weight of it. I have this cool ribbon that we have at Stampin' Up that you can color. So here it is here. Oh, let me shut that window or shut that blind because I see that we're getting a big sun reflection there on both sides. Okay, that's better. I'm back. I just noticed looking at the screen there was a huge sun reflection. So there we go. So this ribbon is called, well, it's called Crinkled Seam Binding Ribbon, which sounds weird, but you know, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to make myself the color that I want, and that's what I like about this. It's very fine, so it's easy to tie bows with it. And I'm gonna make myself some green ribbon, I think. What do you think? Green ribbon? Where's my garden green? No, I can't see that. That's not garden green. That's not either. Where's my garden green, people? Okay, hang on. Isn't there a garden green? Well, I was pretty sure there was one. That is shaded spruce, so that doesn't work. Okay, well, we're making a red ribbon. How's that? We're making a red ribbon. That'll be fine. So all you do is you take your blends and just use the big side. And it colors really evenly, like it's always really even. And even if you've gone over a spot more than one time, it doesn't get darker in that spot. It's always just nice and even. So this allows you to have ribbon any color you want. If you've got a blendable to color it with, you can make that color of ribbon. I think that's brilliant myself. I really like it. I hope they don't retire this ribbon because I think it's just such a great idea to be able to do that and come up with any color you need, right? Okay, so let's see what we're looking like here. I think I like my little snowflake. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my snowflake right on my vellum. Do I want a bigger vellum piece? You know, let's get my circles. Let's get my circles. I got a feeling that I do. Where are they? Oh. Oh dear. Well, I guess we're using that size because I can't find them. That's weird, right? Oh, there they are. I just want to see if maybe a size bigger would be better. I don't know. So what did I use? I used this one. You know what? I want to cut one of these. I just have a funny feeling that it would look better if it was bigger, right? So let's cut one of those, and we'll see what it looks like. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's pretty simple. So let's get another piece of vellum. The vellum I've just got from this cute little package of different vellums, pre-cut little shapes of vellum. Just using a plain one. Will that fit on here? Of course it will. All right, so let's just give this a little trim, and we'll pop it in here. There we go. Perfect. I think I might like that better. The bigger one. Yeah, I think I do like that better. Just as a better size. So I know I've mentioned this before, but I can't express to you how much of a difference it's made for my plates by storing them in the machine. I store my plates just like this, and my plates aren't warping at all. I do it in this, and I also do it in my big one, and they don't warp one single little bit. So it's saving me a ton on plates, because usually usually my plates are bowl-sized by now. So I'll save that little piece of vellum. And let's find my snowflake. Now, you see these dimensionals, they're exactly the same size as this snowflake. Whoever made these is pretty brilliant. So they're just the same size. So you can just neatly pop that onto the center of your snowflake. Your little dimensional there. And then I'm going to pop that down. The best I can, centering it in my vellum. There. That's going to work. Now, I think what I'm going to do, because I don't want any glue, a lot of the vellum shows, you see, so I don't want any glue on there, because that's going to cause the glue to show through. And I'm going to be a little bit careful how I place this in terms of the points of the snowflake. I might want it like that, because I'm going to be covering part of it up with my candy cane. And I just want to see where would be the best. Probably something like that. So I'm just going to put some glue right where my dimensional is there. Just going to put some glue and pop that down. Again, using the glue, you got a little time to make sure it's in where you want it. Oh, we'll need a sentiment, won't we? What should we do? We don't want that really long one. I don't think we want that really long one. And I don't think we want a really big one either, because we don't want to take away from it. I think we're just going to do Christmas cheer. It's small, but then it won't take away from the bit I'm doing here. So let's see what I've got for cutting that out. Let's check this scallop contours and stitched rectangles. Let's see what I've got that would work well for cutting that sentiment out. I also have a cute oval. I wonder if that little oval would work. Let's have a look. Well, isn't that funny? You're probably, oh, there it is. Oh, here we go. I wonder what this would look like. This might work for that Christmas cheer. Yeah, I think that's going to work. I've got my oval punch. It does too, but I'll just use the small one. And that will be perfect for this Christmas cheer stamp. And I'll just find a little piece of spare. Here we go. That's perfect. And I'm going to stamp this in Evening Evergreen. It's still green, so it works with the card, but it's it always stamps really nicely. I like how it stamps for sentiments and things. Christmas cheer. Gotta do that again. I got a little bit on the edge there, which I don't think is going to punch out. I'm going to check my edges here. Just watch the edges of the stamp. Who else is here? I can't see who else is here. Say hello if you're here, so I know you're here. There. That's brilliant. Let's see who's here. Well, it looks like only you. Yeah, I know I have garden green. I just can't find it. I just can't find it. Well, that's okay. I'm going to use the red. Does it just not look like a green, or what is it? Why can't I find it? That's what I want to know. I really feel like I don't have it, but I don't know why I don't have it. I wonder if I've lost that one at retreat or something. Sometimes things get left at retreat. Yeah, I've got two greens that aren't greens that we use anymore. I might have to buy new ones because they're definitely not there. But that's okay. The red is pretty. I think it'll be nice with the red. Okay, so let's get my little punch here. And we'll there we go. So we got Christmas cheer. And we got a candy cane. And our candy cane, I'm almost tempted to try, let's make a little bow here. I don't know if I'm overly crazy about this bow, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I am. So let's get a dimensional here. I'm going to put a dimensional again on top of my dimensional on my snowflake. I'm going to pop down my candy cane. Remember, you can fold the card down so you can give it a good push. Okay. And I'm going to grab a couple of these little greeneries. I actually have 3, so let's just see how that goes. And we'll put the third one somewhere over here. I always like things in 3s. I don't know why. It's just a thing. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to give this something around the outside edge. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, then we can scrap it. But I would like to try and see if a little bit of red around the edges would give it a little bit more life. If I could find my daubers. There they are. There they are. They hide. They're hiders. Okay, so I need real red, which is going to be second over from the top. I have a road map that I use for those daubers so that I always know which dauber is which color, so I don't get them mixed up. Here, I'll show you. It's this little road map I have here. So I just make sure when I put the daubers away, I'm keeping with the road map. Always a good idea, so that way you're not mixing up colors, because that can be pretty ugly. Yeah, I'm going to try a little bit of red around the edge of this and see how I like it. Not very much, though. Just a little hint. Yeah, I like that. Just a little hint of red there. All right. We'll take our little Christmas cheer. And we're just going to put it right there. And give that a minute to dry. While I tidy up a little of my mess that I've made. Always make such a mess. It's okay though. It's a creative mess. Okay. Now we need some bling, don't we? What kind of bling should we put on this one? Let's see. Let's see what I've got. Get those out of the way there. That's kind of cute, don't you think? It's nice because it stands up all by itself when you get it out of the envelope. Now the only thing is that this paper, the color stated in the on the back of the DSP is real red, and I did use real red ink, but my candy cane has come off very, very different than real red. So I don't know. I suppose you could try it with a darker red. I'm not sure which one, but you could try it with a darker red. But I'm still pleased with it. I think it looks quite nice. It's a pretty card. And let's see what we can find for some dimension or some jewels. Let's see what we got here. Now I've got little bits of things here that have been in different kits and whatnot. Let's see if there's anything in there that would work. Not really. No, these are all kind of pastel-y looking. So, let's see what else I can come up with. I've got these cute little gold ones, which would be pretty. I've also got these gold ones. Now these are brand new. These are in the Christmas catalog. These are new ones, and there's gold, silver, and they say it's red, but it's really very pinky in my eyes anyways. I see pink. I'm not seeing red. But I think the little gold balls might be just perfect for here. I'm thinking. I've got these too, but I don't know if they're faceted gems, gilded gems. I quite like these as well. Let's see what these look like. Let's give it a go. I've got a few of the little ones left. I don't want to put anything very big on here. Maybe two little ones up there on the tag, and then do a bigger one, sort of randomish. Maybe like right there. What do you think? Hi Barb, nice to see you. It's a glue holder, and you can get them round. This one's round. I think it's Amazon, I'm not sure. But you can also get one that's rectangular that perfectly fits our Tombow. This one I've had for a long time because I used to have a round bottle. But it still works. It still works fine for me. I don't need to go out and buy another one. But if you use Tombow glue, look for the rectangular one. Those are my two special Amazon finds. I'll show you the other one, Barb, in case you missed it. When I'm using my Stamparatus, I love this thing. I got this on Amazon as well. I think it was $9 and something. So when you're using your Stamparatus, and you can use this to get your stamp nice and even, right? Push your stamp down nice and even. I really love this. These are my two favorite Amazon finds. So they're on Amazon. Gotta love Amazon. I try not to shop there very often, but every once in a while they're the only one that has what I want. So there you have it. So there's my Christmas card for you, ladies, and I hope you like it. I'm quite pleased with it. I love this. I'll use this again. I like this 3D situation here. I think it's really cute, and it's so nice that it stands up all by itself on the mantle or whatever, but then it also folds down. Be careful when you put your embellishments on too, though. Like my candy cane, you want to be sure that it's not going over the top of the card, right? Because then it won't fit in the envelope. But like this, it's going to fit in your envelope just perfectly. You have one of what, Barb? Well, I think it's an air hockey thing. One of the air hockey things. I really like this. I think it's the greatest. I really do. Barb, where are you from? I'm in West Kelowna here, where it's absolutely gorgeous still. It doesn't even feel like winter's coming, but it's just been a beautiful weekend, so. Oh, just scrolling through. See if I missed anything. Oh, way on the other side of the world there. Well, I'm in West Kelowna, BC, Canada, and I'm so glad you stopped by. I don't think you've been in my group before. This one was a little comical because I had a brain fart right in the middle of the card, but that's okay. I sorted it out. I usually do. That isn't the first brain fart I've had, and it won't be the last. I guarantee you that. Kim knows that. I have lots of them, but the good news is you know, you sort them out and you move on. So I hope that you've enjoyed that card. I really liked it. I'm going to do this again. If you need you can message me if you want the measurements and the dimensions for this card. It's Philadelphia, isn't it? Or is it Pennsylvania? I think it's Philadelphia. Not sure. Not sure. So if you need the measurements and dimensions for this card, please message me and I will send them along to you. And in the meantime, I'm going to go off and see what my husband's making for dinner. And I will catch you again. Barb, I hope you come and join me again. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.